So in this video, we are going to be real about Aliso Viejo, California. What is good? What are you going to hate about it? What are you going to love about it?
Yes, and okay, a little spoiler, I do deem it the unicorn city.
Yes, so find out why. Stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd, and we're with Keller Williams Realty.
Right here in Orange County, California. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, and playing in Orange County, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the little bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Now, we love getting calls from people looking to either buy or sell a home in Orange County, and we're getting calls from everywhere, like around the world. So if you're thinking about moving to, moving from, or moving within Orange County, either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can contact us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back. So Sean, why is it Unicorn City? Is there a unicorn den there? Like you know, as we have heard in North Korea, that there is a unicorn den according to the North Korean government. So is that another place?
You know, I wouldn't say that we found the second unicorn den in the world.
Okay.
I know, but it's almost as good because Aliso Viejo, as a general whole, offers so much. Offers so much value for what you pay for it. Like when you consider, you know, like the niceness of the area, the safetiness, the location, and the price. It is it's actually kind of an incredible value.
Yeah, and so Sean works with all the clients. I don't work with anybody, so. So your clients, they really liked Aliso Viejo, and they, you know, decided to buy there. What is it that they really liked about it?
I mean, when you think about what it offers, I mean, it's a little bit of like what I kind of alluded to. Like, it's pretty close still to where you need to be because it's just a few miles southwest of Irvine, right?
Yeah.
So you're super close to Irvine. You're actually on the western side or the south or the western side of the 5 freeway, and it's just super convenient. So you have the sea breeze. So we got good schools according to niche.com. So because it's part of the Capistrano Unified School District, and then on top of that, it's just so, again, for what you pay for it, you're getting a newer construction in general.
Newer by Orange County standards.
By Orange County standards.
So explain what we mean by newer, because we're not talking people that come from Texas or, you know, honestly, so many places in the country where they have space. Like Orange County doesn't really, it's already built up.
Yeah.
So when we talk about new construction, what is that?
Circa 2000-ish,
Yeah.
You know, as a general whole. Like, I would say between 1990 and up is new construction for our standpoint.
Us, yeah.
Yeah, but because like a lot of Orange County was built, let's say, in the 70s, 50s, that kind of thing. But like, again, for us, is we have very little, few areas in the area that actually is truly brand new construction.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Aliso Viejo was it's the youngest city in Orange County.
Yeah.
So it was the last city to be
Around circa 2000 as well.
Yeah, around circa 2000.
It was incorporated.
To incorporate, yeah. So, and then I would say, so one con though is that it is very centrally located. However, the 73, which is a toll road, runs right through there, and it's rather expensive, and Californians hate toll roads, so
particularly Southern Californians, yes.
Yeah.
We're not big fans of toll roads.
Yeah.
Like, it would be hard for me to stomach taking the toll road for like one exit, right? Like, I'm going from like, you know, so it would just be, it would be very hard to stomach.
It would
like,
hurt your heart.
Yeah. So you kind of find surface streets to kind of go around there, or go up to the 5 freeway.
Or the worst is when you accidentally find yourself on the toll road, and then you're like, oh, now I have to pay that $1.25 to get this one exit.
Yeah, so so we don't love it because it does like run like right through Aliso Viejo.
And then, so Sean had mentioned safety. So according to safewise.com, so they looked at a bunch of different cities in California, and they looked at violent crime and property crime.
Yeah.
And Aliso Viejo actually came in at number 5 safest city out of all of California. So
yeah, and like, you know how everyone thinks of Irvine being the most safe, which it is for like you know, for actually of a city of 250,000 and more. You know, it's actually the
according
safest.
According to FBI data.
Yeah, it's the safest city in the country, actually.
In America.
But as far as smaller cities, and so actually Aliso Viejo ranks higher than Irvine when you take into account violent and property crime.
Yeah. So, and then another good thing, I mean, we did talk about how we don't like the 73, but just up the 73, you have UC Irvine. So that's another big, pro about living in Aliso Viejo is you're right next to one of the biggest major universities in Orange County.
Yeah, and actually in the country, really. I mean, it's a tier 1 school, and then so UC Irvine's there. And as far as for higher level education, Saddleback Junior College is actually really close by too. And you're, again, like, so you have like really nice, really close proximity to both schools.
Yeah, so Saddleback is pretty popular because it's actually known as one of the best
feeder colleges
in California.
So they feed a lot of people, let's say, into UC Irvine or Cal State Fullerton. So
or even other UCs across the state, and then people can save money. They don't have to do the general ed at a UC. They can just do it at Saddleback.
Save a lot of money.
Save a lot of money, yeah.
Yes.
And also Saddleback is known for its veterans program. They have a really strong veterans program to help veterans get whatever degree they want.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then another thing about Aliso Viejo that, for some people it's a pro, for some people it's a con. It is a big master planned community. A lot of the homes are very cookie cutter. I mean, you do get a lot of amenities with that, meaning, you get a lot of parks, you get a lot of community pools, you get a lot of that kind of, like your splash pads, that kind of stuff. But, I mean, talk about how it is a little cookie cutter, I would say.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. It's like, so basically, Aliso Viejo, again, the entire city is one association for one.
Yeah.
And then second, so that's
you
one
have
thing.
one
Again,
HOA.
minimal HOA dues, but it is a master HOA on, like, and then you have
which means you probably can't have citrus trees because they attract rats.
Yeah, so no citrus trees for anyone. But but you do have, it's all, a lot of it's it's basically master plan where you do have, again, just because of that, you're going to have houses that have a similar look to them, streets that have a similar feel to them, and that kind of thing. And so you just have to be aware that that's what you're going to get. Again, I don't mind it. I find that it keeps the place clean and uniform, so actually I think it's nice. But some people, if they want true, like, again, how Courtney was when she first moved to Orange County.
If you're looking for character, right?
Yeah, she was having a hard time with just everything looking so similar. And again, for me, I grew up in this, so it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, and then the homes also, because they are master planned, they're pretty close together. Yeah. And their yards typically are pretty small.
Yeah, not as small as like Ladera Ranch. Ladera Ranch is really tight. Aliso Viejo feels a little bit bigger, but it's still, if you want an expansive backyard, again, there are homes that offer it, so if that's something that you're interested in, obviously you gotta reach out to us so we can kind of direct you to those kind of properties. But as a general whole, the homes obviously don't have huge backyards for sure.
Yeah, and then one of my personal favorite things about Aliso Viejo is it is the same city as Aliso Woods, which is a huge park. It's a huge public space, a state park, and I love that particular.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's got just great hiking, running, mountain bike riding. It's really it's a nice track there. I mean, it's obviously pretty challenging as it's got a lot of hills there.
Yeah, it's very hilly.
But it's really nice. I mean, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is cool that you do feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but then you just, you're actually surrounded by Aliso Viejo.
Yeah, exactly. It's just right there. And then really nice thing about, like, speaking to that is its proximity to the ocean. Because you're west of the 5 freeway, you're, like, actually super close. I mean, you're not exactly on the coast, but super, super close to it.
Yeah, I think technically, although I've never done it, you can actually go into Aliso Woods and walk to Laguna Beach.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so, and then you're actually you're up against Newport Coast. So if you're driving on the 73, north, you actually pass Sage Hill High School, which is a very famous
exclusive
private school in Newport Coast, right? So, and Aliso, I actually used to think that was a high school in Aliso Viejo until your sister was like, no, that's Sage Hill High School. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a nice school. And it's very, very exclusive.
Yeah.
And because of all these attributes, obviously there are cons, but truly the pros so outweigh the cons, it's ridiculous.
That's why it's a unicorn city, because for the value, I mean, it's surprisingly not as expensive. You get a lot of the same things that people are looking for in other cities, but for cheaper, which to me is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it feels like people are at one point going to wake up to it. You're going, wait a second, this is west of the 5 freeway, so it's got the sea breeze going. It's pretty close to, let's say, the Spectrum, and not too far away from Newport and all. And so it's pretty easy to get to where you need to go to. And it's newer. It's got so many attributes, and you're going, wait, why is it so reasonable? Because it's not one of those things like, well, what's the catch? I don't know what the catch is. It's actually just really this really good value.
Yeah, for sure. For Orange County prices, obviously. I mean, if you're talking about value for
like other parts of the country, of course it's going to be more expensive. That's all of Southern California is expensive right now.
Yeah, but for value for Orange County, I would say it's really hard to beat.
That's why it's a unicorn city.
Yeah. So that's it. That's our video.
Now, if you're like really finding that one property that you really want to see, or at least like to possibly move to, or either want to just check out, you got to either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can contact us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.